This is the DJI Mic 2, and we're gonna see if it's worth an extra $100 compared to the original DJI Mic in a head-to-head wireless mic battle. Meet my buddy Tobias. After buying the brand new DJI Mic 2, he texted me wondering if I wanted to test it out. Pretty sure he's trying to flex on me. After we compare the specs, what's included, ease of use, and the audio quality, you and I are gonna confront Tobias and let him know who is the crowned winner. Throughout this entire video, I'm gonna be switching between the audio from the DJI Mic 2 as well as the DJI Mic 1 to give you an idea of a real world situation. This is a very echoey room. I do have minimal acoustic treatment. There's no intelligent noise canceling turned on for the DJI Mic 2, although we will test that. So this is hopefully the best possible real world example. We'll also be testing it outside later in the video. Now for the specs. Mic 2 offers intelligent noise canceling, has a Bluetooth connection, 6 hours of battery life, versus 5 to 5.5. Mic 2 has 18 hours of battery life with the case versus 15 hours of battery life with the case. Both have 14 hours of internal recording unless you're recording in 32-bit flow, which is then gonna bring that down to about 11.2 hours of internal recording. Both receivers have touch screens, although on Mic 2 it does have a dial. Thumb wheel is what they're calling it, or if you're an Apple fan, it's similar to a digital crown. Both are omnidirectional. Mic 2 overall with transmitter, receivers, and the case is about 284 grams of weight, and then Mic 1 gonna be about 242 grams of weight. Both have 250 meters of max range. Mic 1 comes with this pouch. It's a drawstring pouch, and then you just have this little divider in between. That's all it is, a little bit of branding, that's it. Mic 2 on the other hand comes in this new nifty case. It's got a zipper, which is really nice, handle, microfiber interior where you're gonna put the actual DJI Mic 2 case, dividers for the windscreens and all sorts of other accessories. And I don't know if this is a waterproof case, but it looks like it does have some type of water resistant sealing on here. Mic 1, you're just gonna be able to pop it up and down. Mic 2 has this clasp, which is gonna keep it very secure with branding on the top. Back has the USB-C ports. The front is gonna have your battery indicators, which is very similar. This is a little bit smaller. This is a little bit bigger and heavier. They also have rubber on the bottom to help it from sliding. It's got a nice grip. This is a much smaller. Both these pads are a lot bigger on the Mic 2 case. When you open up, you've got both the transmitters on the side, the receiver in the middle, and then these two ports on the top where you can put your USB-C or your lightning ports, a little cutout for the hot shoe. On both cases, and I didn't realize this with the case 1 until I saw case 2, so I'm definitely gonna be using that feature from now on. If you have the hot shoe attached or the USB-C or lightning cable, you can put the hot shoe back in the case separately, and then if you have the USB-C attachment port, that can go back in the case. You just have to make sure that it lines up, which is so convenient to not have to constantly switch back out accessories. So if you use this for your phone a ton, that's gonna be really nice for you. And of course on case 2, that is a feature that is also there, and the hot shoe is attached permanently, so you could have hot shoe and that port on the receiver and it's gonna be able to fit perfectly in the case, making both of these very convenient. As for the receivers, both have screens, although the screen size is about the same. You have the new thumb dial on Mic 2. On the bottom, hot shoe is now unremovable, which is so convenient. On the base, hot shoe obviously removable here, but you do need to take it off to put on any other attachments. Whereas for Mic 2, very simple little cover to protect the connection, and it just pops in and out. It's amazing. Charging connections, both still have their USB-C connections, power button, the mic port to be able to connect directly to your camera, as well as a headphone jack. Old receiver is a little bit shorter here, although a little bit wider on top, versus this one, which is a little bit shorter here, but wider in this area. So there's the receivers. We have a transparent casing on Mic 2 versus Mic 1, which still has that classic black and the texture. On the top, we have a much bigger mic array, looks like, on Mic 2 versus Mic 1. And I believe on Mic 2, you can also screw in the lav mic to keep it secure, which is really convenient. On the back, you notice you have the clip, which is very similar on both of them. And on Mic 2, it's reversible, so you can choose what branding you can do, which is really fun. And this magnet on Mic 2 is much stronger. So I actually am using both for the Mic 2 and the Mic 1 to be able to keep these secure on this very thick hoodie. And then on the bottom, you'll also notice that they have the charging ports. As for lightning and USB-C attachments, they're very similar. Now we just have a new orange icon. That's pretty much the difference there. Now as for the windscreens, connections is the biggest point. So Mic Mic 2, you can just line it up with the port and then it's done. With Mic 1, you have to find and align it exactly, and you can get used to it, but there you go. It's gonna be a little bit slower. It's gonna take more time. I don't know if this is more secure or not. Both on Mic 1 and Mic 2, looks like they're gonna be doing a great job at blocking any of that wind noise, that unwanted noise. It's not perfect, but it helps. As for mic cables, Mic 1, just standard straight across. Mic 2 has these 90-degree entry and exit. Where you're attaching your Mic 2, this could be a little bit better for the longevity of your cable. DJI, whether it's Mic 1 or Mic 2, has made it incredibly easy to be able to take out the mic and be recording within seconds. Now, comparing both these mics head to head, I think Mic 2 may be a little bit more convenient with those subtle adjustments that we talked about. One of those main adjustments being that cold shoe mount, where you don't have to take it off to be able to attach the USB-C or the lightning ports to be able to plug it in. Both cases do allow you to put the receiver back in the case with attachment still attached. The new case pouch seems to be a little bit faster to be able to access and organize all of the accessories on the interior. Camera presets. So something that's cool about Mic 2 is you can go inside the receiver and you can select the exact camera you're going to be recording to, and it gives you presets. The thumb wheel dial, I thought that was going to be more gimmicky. It's actually really nice to be able to navigate the menu system. It's not perfect, but it's way faster than the touchscreen. Something else worth mentioning, when I was testing this, you can get playback on your iPhone even when the receiver is connected, which is really nice. With Mic 1, I had to unplug it from my iPhone to be able to then listen back to the audio. There are a lot of things that both mics do well, but Mic 2 edges out Mic 1 a little bit, and I think Tobias is going to be happy about that. Now for 32-bit float. This is a really great feature if you're talking really, really loud, or if you're talking really, really soft and you're going to be able to bring up or down the audio levels. Kind of like when you're recording raw in your camera, you're going to have a lot more flexibility in post. So that is a good example of, okay, we're on Mic 1 and we're talking really, really loud, and is that peaking? And then we switch to Mic 2 and you can tell the difference of, wow, that 32-bit float is being a lot easier and better to use versus Mic 1 where it's really, really soft and it's like hard to bring back up those audio levels, versus Mic 2 where you can bring that back just a little bit more and you can hear it a little bit better. Now we're outside testing the intelligent noise canceling features of DJI Mic 2. This is currently with the intelligent noise reduction off, and this is DJI Mic 1 to give you kind of a reference of how this sounds compared to DJI Mic 2. And then we're gonna turn on the intelligent noise recording. There is a huge freeway behind me. Okay, so now we have intelligent noise canceling on for the DJI Mic 2. All you have to do is click the power button once and it's gonna go from a darker green to a lighter green, and that's how you know. On the receiver, you can see on the right side of the menu, there is a noise reduction button and you can click that on or off depending on what it is. So, all right guys, so now we're gonna test the recording distance of both of these mics. This is the DJI Mic 1 and this is the DJI Mic 2. It's not gonna be 32-bit flow for the DJI Mic 2. It's just 24-bit for both, which is nice. It's a pretty fair comparison. I am really far away here. You can't even see me at this point. I feel like this is so far away. I would probably never film this far away. There are situations where you do need to film further than normal for like a BTS type of situation where you're filming behind the scenes and your talent's far away. For some reason, you want to be able to monitor the audio, and that's pretty much as far as you can go. I'm pretty sure at this point it's breaking up. That's about maybe a football field away. That's the quality of audio you can expect transmitting wise. 250 meters is what it says. I didn't measure this, but you guys kind of get the idea. Okay, now that you've heard the audio quality, here's a couple thoughts. I plugged all the audio in and I'm very impressed. Intelligent noise canceling does actually make a difference. Typically you want to audio treat your room or avoid noisy situations, but if you do need to cancel some noise, it may be nice to have it on. But even with a 32-bit flow audio, you don't need to necessarily use the noise canceling. You can do that in post and you'll still have a lot of flexibility with it. Recording distance was the exact same. Very impressed with how both mics performed. There's not one that was better than the other. At the end of the day, as long as you have a well-treated room or you're in an area that's not very noisy, these can provide great audio. All right, guys, now we have Tobias with us in studio. Is his DJI Mic 2 better than my original DJI Mic? And I think the answer is unfortunately yes. Or maybe fortunately for you. Now you can flex.
That's what I was hoping to hear.
Yeah. Is it worth an extra $100? It might be for some people and might not be for others, and I'll have Tobias explain that. And if you already have the DJI Mic 1, should you upgrade? You just made this purchase, this is fresh in your mind. Why'd you skip Mic 1 and why'd you go to Mic 2?
First of those being convenience. I can just pull the microphone straight out, plug it into my phone. We're recording and we're good to go. The second reason, I think, being one of the clients that I have is very expressive. When we're recording, he tends to get a little bit excited and we tend to blow out audio pretty much every video. And so for me, it's crucial to have the wider range. I'm not gonna blow out my audio, and so that's gonna be critical. Something else we realized today when we pulled it out of the box and we were just playing around with it, you can actually play back audio on your phone while the mic is still plugged in. On the first mic, you gotta unplug it if you wanna get playback. The mic 2, you can just press play and the audio comes straight out.
If you're a content creator, if you're someone who's investing in your business, you're a filmmaker like Tobias and myself, please just get the Mic 2. It's gonna be way worth it. You're gonna save money instead of buying Mic 1 and then regretting it and buying Mic 2 or maybe the future Mic 3. If you already have Mic 1 and you use it all the time, you probably might wanna upgrade just because these features do make a huge difference. If you don't use it all the time, or you're not someone who needs that high quality raw 32-bit float recording, or you don't care about those additional stacking upgrades, then just keep Mic 1 and call it good. It's one of the best mics. It's aesthetic, it's clean, it's easy to use. Either way, if you wanna pick up either one of these mics, I've linked them below the like button. As always, thank you guys for watching and we'll see you in the next one.